What's going on, guys? It's me, Shugashu. We are back with another Musume video. In this video, we will be going over the banner that was released last night, which I thought was going to be released, yesterday? No, not yesterday, but 2 nights ago, which led to the Mr. CB video that I posted yesterday. But in today's video, we will be going over the Rhein Kraft banner, which is Rhein Kraft is pretty much a new Uma that is part of the main story of the game. I guess main story part 2 of the game. So it's not surprising that they released her along with the, assuming the part 2 of the main story, over here. So it makes sense. It makes sense. And then since there is a new main story, that means we do get the new card. Don't know how good the card is going to be, so we'll look over it just after the Cheval Grand card. But other than that, that's going to be pretty much the video for today. Or the plan for the video today. We'll go over Rhein Kraft, the actual character, and the story guts card. And then we'll go over, and then also going over the Cheval Grand support card that was released as well, and for the support card side. Other than that, after going over everything, we'll just pretty much go over the comments and end the video there. So before we jump into the banner and see how Rhein Kraft is, if you guys are looking for a circle, or you guys just haven't found a circle yet, didn't really think of twice about it, feel free to join the circle that I'm in, along with some of the people who are like daily commenters on my videos. So just search Shushu on the, when you're looking for a circle, the support card photo should be, support card photo ID should be on the screen as I'm talking about it right now. So give that a search, Shushu, click join, you should be automatically approved. And if you guys want, let us know down in the comments section what your in-game name is, and also, yeah, just so we can know who's who in the circle. But other than that, that is going to be pretty much it about the circle and all that. I believe we got an extra member because we are at 16 members now. And that leaves us with 14. So once we hit 14, we'll be maxed out, and from there, we'll decide what happens. But other than that, here we are with Rhein Kraft. I could see people actually polling for her based off the character itself. The fact that it is a new character for the main story. And I guess depending on her, I guess it doesn't really matter whatever distance she races, but let's take a look at how she is. So here we are. At level 1, 3-star, we have 93 speed, 86 stamina, 92 power, 93 guts, and 86 wise. At level 5, 5-star, we have 114 speed, 105 stamina, 112 power, 114 guts, and 105 wise. She is a turf runner. We're going over the aptitudes, by the way. So turf runner can run short distance and mild distance. And if you want to run medium distance, obviously just bring that B2 and A. And then from what it looks like, she is also a leader. As for her growth rate, it is 15% on both power and guts, which I think is not bad, honestly. I'd probably run one guts card along with power inheritance, and then you could probably still run one wise card if you want. And then just run, hold on. And then just run 3 speed cards. And then the friend card, maybe. Or just go to typical 2-2-1-1 setup. You could probably try 2 wise for her since she has 15% on guts. Maybe. Just thinking of a setup. I don't think I'm gonna pull though, that's a sad thing. But let's go over her skills. This is her unique skill. Connect dreams and future. If you're in the middle of the pack on any corner during the first half of the race, your speed will slightly increase. Bonus duration in short and mile races, which would show that those two distances would be her best distances, obviously. For her innate skills, we have head to head. Oh, I thought I clicked it. For leaders, during the first half of the final leg, if you're in the first half of the pack, your acceleration will slightly increase. Where's passing preparations? Passing preparations for leader at a random point on the final corner. If you're in the first half of the pack, your speed will slightly increase, which would work because she is a leader. And then, I clicked the wrong one. Then we have rushing in the blind. For mile distance, if you're in the first half of the pack during the second half of the middle leg, your speed will slightly increase. That is all for the innate skills. Now we are going to the awakening skills. At level 2, we have leader straights. For leaders, slightly increases speed on straights. And then we have reckless. If you're in the middle, or first let me say it's for mile distance. If you're in the first half of the pack during the second half of the middle leg, your speed will increase. At level 4, we have opening leg adept. During the second half of the opening leg, your speed will slightly increase. And then at level 5, we have fierce competition for leaders. During the first half of the final leg, if you're in the first half of the pack, your acceleration will increase. And then now going over the evolved skills. From reckless, we go into open up the future. I hope this is the right. No, I don't think this is the right one. What I get? I believe this is still fierce competition. So from fierce competition, my apologize, guys. We go into I can't lose at all for leaders. During the first half of the final leg, if you're in the first half of the pack, your acceleration will increase. Then, when there's 200 meters remaining in the race, your speed will slightly increase. So not only an acceleration skill, but it also increases a little bit of speed, which is pretty darn good. And then from reckless is this one. Two kinds. I don't see the other one. They're probably going to be pretty similar to each other, if anything. I don't necessarily know what this one is or the conditions. Give me a quick sec to see if I could find it real quick. Yes, the screen will be bright for a bit, but give me a sec just to see if I could find the evolution of that skill or evolves version of that skill. If not, then we'll just go with what I have here and not go over the, I guess, the UAF one. Oh, actually, what if I take a look there? It might work. It might work, but we'll go here for speed, then we'll go with evolve. Oh no, everyone's are here, so it's gonna be hard to find. Actually, I don't even think it's here. Okay. Whatever UAF version that is, there is no info on it, at least from what I can tell here. So I won't go over it, but it should be pretty similar. At least that's what I think. So I'm just gonna go over the middle one, or the first pink one, and then we find there. So from reckless, we go into open up the future. For mile distance, if you're in the first half of the pack During the second half of the middle leg, your speed will greatly increase. For the 3 conditions that we have here, in the Warm Invitation training event, select choice number 1 or get at least 3 speed type skills. For the first condition. Second condition, go on an outing with your character or go on a date with any friend or group support. And then the third condition, have at least 800 power or have at least 600 guts. Oh, skills from events, high hopes. I don't think I could show that here because normally they don't. But let me see just in case. Yeah, they normally don't. A acceleration skill called High Hopes for mile distance. If you're in the first half of the pack during the first half of the final leg, your acceleration will slightly increase. And then sunny days, your gut stats is increased by 40 on sunny days. And that is pretty much it for Rhein Kraft. Will I pull? Not too sure. Her banner looks like it only stays for a week as well. So we could actually be looking towards a story event next week if that's the case. But before we go over the Cheval Grand card banner, just give me a quick sec. Alright guys, sorry about that. My nose was honestly bothering me towards the end of the little overview of Rhein Kraft. Like it was kind of bothering me. So we are here now with Cheval Grand. And her card. Oh, they're finally releasing the normal version. Okay. But here we are. Let's just take a look at her card real quick. So it is a stamina card. Let's go take a look at the effect. Gain stamina bonus 2 when the bond gauge is at least 80. It's alright. As for the skills. Okay. So the skills are primarily for long distance and leaders. So perfect for like characters like McQueen, Teo. You want to use Teo for long distance. Rudolph. Basically all the leader types. Leader Umas who can run long distance. Pretty much what is good for. And for a gold skill, it's not. For a gold skill, it's not a. For a stamina card, I should say, it's not a stamina recovery skill. It's actually a speed gold skill. Honestly, I still think it's a really good card. Even though it's a stamina card, not really having a stamina recovery skill besides for stamina keep. But if you have like another card, for example, what was it? Shoot. For example, I think there was a Rudolph Guts card that had Arc Maestro. You can run that card with an Uma that's a leader and does long distance, and then they like 2 speed, 1 wise, and then the friend card. I think it'll work out. I think as long as you can find a way to get a gold skill recovery card or recovery skill, you can still use this. Or let's see, would you guys think that 3 normal skills are equivalent to like 1 gold skill, or is it 2? I think around 2 or 3 is probably equivalent to 1 gold skill. So if unless you have that, then there you go. Although it is a pure like leader long distance support, if you guys are wondering about that. And then as for the Rhein Kraft one, let's just take a quick look at it as well. Honestly, I don't really have high hopes for the card. But gain increased training of 10 when the bond gauge is at least 80. Leader, mile distance, leader, and Hanshin racetrack if you guys are looking for that specific green skill. But other than that, leader and mile distance. Just like how the Cheval Grand was a leader and long distance. This one is leader and mile distance. Oh, I apologize again for that cut, but yeah, I think, or I don't think this is actually word. I mean, I haven't gotten a dupe of a story card in a while. Haven't really used them, if anything. Um, if I was gonna use a guts card, it would still just be the Haru card, or just borrowing a Orfev card, if anything. But if you somehow get I guess 5 copies of this, or get the rest of the copies from the shop, and you still want to use a card, it's perfectly fine. But if you're looking for like a mile distance guts card, there's the Gold City one, if anything. But for a free-to-play option, I'd just go with the Haru one if I was looking for a guts card. I'd say this is only okay to use if it's all you got and you somehow max limit break it. But honestly, it's just alright, in my personal opinion. That is going to be pretty much it for this overview of the Rhein Kraft card, Rhein Kraft character, and also the Cheval Grand stamina card. So with that being said, if you guys want to stay and listen to the comments, feel free to do so. If not, then here we are. We're going to start going over the comments. We do have a couple, and I'm going to try to go over them not too long. So first comment is, or first few comments, 2 comments are from Nuz. Let me just make sure that I have this all cool. For anyone wondering, the new banner will be tomorrow at usual time, so I'd say around 3 a.m. or so. Well, it'll probably most likely 3 a.m. for you. For me, it was 8 p.m. And if you would need any help for translations or so in the future, feel free to ask me. I can help since I myself can't speak Japanese, but my friends are really good at it. But they are also helping me learn it, and I am pretty solid at it. I am N2 currently, so that's like not native, but I have an understanding and I can talk it, but you will hear I am not native. That's also the only reason I am mostly in JP Uma community, but also I don't really like the global community. It's pretty toxic in my opinion. That's why you're the only English Uma tuber I watch. You chill like that. Hey, thank you. I don't really know much about the Uma community, whether it's JP or global. I've been pretty much just on my own. Oh, I have you guys. That's the best I got. That's all I really need. But usually the whole translations thing is not too big of an issue. I just really want the best I can get before I record. So at moments I will do my best at least to try and get some good translations for it if it's not translated. If not, then most likely I am reading some reading from Game Torah, if anything. Next comment from Nuz says, for my comment, my brain actually was tripping or something. I wanted to say 2 things and just combine the sentences. Honestly, it does happen. It does happen. What I meant to say is, I will watch Classroom of the Elite new episode today, plus the episode I haven't watched yet. And the new card might have double typing. Excuse me. Seeing it on Twitter, the poster said stamina. Yeah, it is a stamina card, which is correct. It'll be interesting to see them do double types for cards. When that will happen? Next anniversary, maybe? It could be the half anniversary, or it could be the anniversary. Honestly, I could see it in the future. Double typing cards. I could see it. That will probably be like the new meta cards. So I'm assuming maybe the anniversary. And I think maybe either or. Besides that, honestly, I see it more of a yearly anniversary more than the half anniversary. So we'll see what happens with that idea. Other than that, thank you for the comments. Nuz, next one is from Eugen. Well, Japanese language. I've been in some JB communities since back then and somewhat lurk or listen to their conversations, even if I don't understand. Well, I tried to communicate with baby level and apparently I'm lazy to learn or not motivated enough, though I did study on Japanese school before, but only up to N4 level. Sadly, I'm not certified like Nuz, that N2 level. During that time, I hate to memorize the kanji or practice. I'm more into listening and the communication. You could say I'm bad at reading. Well, to be fair, kanji is really hard to learn. Even I think even for people who's pretty much learned Japanese like a good chunk of their lives, there's still most likely kanji that they do or they don't know. So not surprising if memorizing kanji was hard or bad, or you were just bad at it. But honestly, for new languages, it always usually just takes practice, practice, and practice. Obviously, studying the language, but the main key would be pretty much practicing. That's why I said the most important thing is to have someone you can speak to so you can practice that language itself. So yeah, but this monthly match race, I only done the dirt into class 7 since that's the only category I have a better chance at the moment. Since other turf races are crazy now. Like I said, I haven't really been focusing on it. In Minecraft, it's a new world, so more likely to grind some stuffs as a starter. Maybe when things got okay, get okay, and I have leisure time aside thinking from building asides in Minecraft. Building in Minecraft takes a while, depending on what you're trying to build. I just know that from experience. On the other hand, just made twin turbo UD while watching my battery low again. While watching the previous vid and this one, so I guess Ikono will be next to complete the team Canopus. Well, you can see that twin turbo and mild practice since it's my updated lineup. Oh, cool. Maybe I can see it here right now. I clicked the wrong button. Also, I do apologize. My nose is just staying stuffy right now. Just want to see the lineup, to be honest. Hello? It won't let me take a look. It could just be me. It could just be me. But I can't look. There could be another way, and I'm just being dumb, but I'll just leave it there. Up until this moment, I haven't trained or touched Mr. CB, even though I already made her 4-star in level 5. So I were not able to use her on training along with today's vid. Well, I'm gonna focus on twin turbo training or factor. Since Agnes Factor is coming again, enough to improve my training. Yup, she is back. On the new banner, I really wanted to pull Rhein Kraft, but yeah, because I like her. And something with her personality as Uma, just what I mentioned her before. Can't do that now. Maybe I'll just hope to get her from the random pull. That's all we can hope if we're not planning to pull on a banner. Till this day, still waiting for Katsuragi Ace. And Satono Crown. And Festival Teo from like at least the recent banners since I guess Katsuragi Ace. But other than that, thank you for the comment, Eugen. So the next comment is from Ren. I'm sorry, but I think I might have to pull for Ryan. She's really cute and she really got my attention. Well, he's gotten as far as getting your attention. I guess there's no there's no hope in trying not to pull. Plus, I feel like as long as they're really cute to you, you end up pulling for them. Other than that, she's just so cute. I think I'm okay as far as support card goes. I think I'm okay on my card situation. I just need rainbow fragments. I I mean, you do have some cards that are good. The only the only thing is to get them to max limit break, so I guess technically you're right. It looks like I saved up to 9,012 gems. I'm sorry, but as soon as I saw Rhein, she was so cute. Forgive me, Gacha Gods. I almost made it up to 15,000 gems. We'll see what happens later in the future. For me, I believe Rhein comes out at 9:59 or 10 p.m. for me. Oh yeah, so that's basically 10 p.m. So that's 8 p.m. for me. If I remember you saying you were 2 hours difference for me. Glad I could make the first comment. I had woke up in panic because I forgot to post a comment. It's all good. Like I said, I started the video recording the video late yesterday, so it's all good. I recently wanted to get into visual novel games now because that anime I mentioned, Hiro no Kakera, it actually has an otome game, but I could not pirate it to save my life. So that's kind of where I got it from. Most of the otome games I've seen are visual novels. I downloaded Obey Me and it looks like it's a game in a way. Yeah, most visual novels games, from what I've seen at least, usually just stick as visual novels, but at the same time, some of them, there is some game aspects to it, like you could move around and all that. Wishing Grandpa Shushu well, thank you. I will be bringing him a little bit later to his post-op appointment again, 1 month later. So we'll see how that goes. I'll most likely just be knocked out the second I get back home. Let's put our little knowledge of the Japanese language together to try and work out what the UMA skills and stuff are. That's gonna take too much time. I'll go the easy route. Alright, after I actually said that about current, I end up getting UF7 with 1 wise. Yeah, it's just a matter of the RNG. You can't really give up on the run or the setup you have until you've actually tried it a couple times. So that's why I always say do multiple runs, because then you'll be able to see if that setup works or not. Stuttering Shushu is kind of cute to me. I can't help but stutter sometimes, because I'll either lose my train of thought, so I'll stutter out of, I don't know, reaction, habit, I guess, just to try and kind of fill in the gap, but I know it's not a good thing. And if her hair is at shoulder length, I would say medium, talking about Ace. Yeah, it was about past the shoulder a little bit. Like I said, shoulder blades, so it's a little past the shoulders. So that's why I said it was medium as well. Imagine an outfit with Ace with her hair down. It all depends on side games if they want to design her that way. But you figured me out. I did. I had a feeling you were asking questions for hints. So Sirius, Vivi, and Neo. What? Where did Sirius come from? That was not part of your guess. So I'm gonna switch your crown guess to Sirius then, if we're gonna go if that's what you say here. But there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna cut you off from switching. There's gonna be a point. I'll give you like 1 more chance to switch it, so make it count. Let's see, where did I leave off? I feel like Ace's hair is the same length of Ryoka Tsurugi's. Shoot. Let's see if I can find her hair. A better, like, In a way, yeah, you could say that. I'm just looking at the rare card. But I think, yeah, I think if Ace's hair was down, it'd be about that long in a way. Uh, That's what I would think so. But on the love stage, the opening scene is a little boy in a dress, and I was like, ah. Then I realized it was a dude, so I don't know. I do like BL, but that one is not for me at least. Yeah, I just know that BL is pretty popular when it comes to women or females, as which honestly, not surprised. Yeah, I don't really hear anything about it, so not surprised I didn't know about it. So if you are to ask future questions on like animes and stuff, you won't have to ask anything about animes that are, I guess, in the genre of BL, because I'll know nothing about it. And that's just me being honest. I'd rather talk about something that I have some knowledge on rather than nothing. But yay, free stuff. Thanks, Starville. I don't know. You were the one who said it, so I'm just going off what you said. So I haven't seen anything about it. Because I haven't looked into it, but we'll see. Yes, what I said was please sensei, yeah, because it's usually there's two different ways to say please. I think only two ways. And then yeah, Japanese is one of those hard languages, but if I have motivation and determination, I can do it. That goes for anyone. And for anything. As long as you are motivated, determined, and I guess that's all you need. As long as you have the drive to do something or learn something, you'll be perfectly fine. I'm learning Japanese via Duolingo. I'm learning the hiragana letters. I'm currently learning stuff like people and things like Dr. Lorian teacher. So just the basic things. Thanks for the wish of luck. I'm making sure to keep my Duolingo streak too. I'd say maybe try to invest in actual books. I'm not saying that Duolingo is bad. It's there as a resource and all that. I just feel like you'd probably be better off with an actual book. Even if it's an ebook, I'll take that over an app, because you don't necessarily, I don't really know how Duolingo works, but I just like having everything like, it probably is on Duolingo, I just don't know. Like everything's set up for you to learn, but there might be some things on Duolingo that maybe the book has. Not sure. But day 14 of asking random questions. If you have to pick between these two, which one would you pick to watch? I'm a Spider, so what? Or Adults Don't Know How to Love? I don't know the second one, so I'm gonna just go with the first one. I haven't seen the first one, although I did hear from my friend when it first came out that it was pretty good. So I'll just go with I'm a Spider, so what? Thanks for the answer, Shushu Sensei. I enjoy learning stuff and all that, so I'm glad that shoe myth was false. No problem. Thanks for the video, Shushu Sensei. Love the videos. And then continuing off with her replies. I was playing Monster Never Cry, a mobile game. Never heard of it. It's okay so far, but I feel like there could be improvements. I couldn't help but get it after all the game ads I saw. Rarely game ads get me. Rarely. I never let them usually sway me. It's been a while, a long while, since I let a game influence me to download a game. And then the next reply says, I pulled and I got KC? KC? Who is KC? The closest thing I could think of is KS Miracle. I don't know who KC is. But you pulled and got KC. Dura. Oh, you got a Dura dupe. And Rice Shower. I'm going to keep trying. I'm 60 pulls in, so yeah, hopefully I can stop soon. I'll wait till you keep pulling before I say what I want to say. I'll most likely remember, but I hope you do pull her soon. We can start saving again. Other than that, thank you for the comment, Ren. And lastly, we have a comment from Tanoki. I was not paying attention to Uma news, so the Tachyon event got me off guard. I mean, it's cool. What I really meant by that is that you didn't necessarily need to know about it, because you'll eventually see it once you log in the game when the update happened. And also, since the event will be here for a while, you're not really in a rush to do anything but train, to be honest. So you're all good. You're all good. Other than that, that is pretty much it for all the comments. So thank you for the comments, Tanoki, Ren, Eugen, and Nuz. Let me double check again to see if there are any other comments. If not, then that will be pretty much it for this video. But yeah, it looks like there aren't any more comments. So with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys are pulling for Rhein Kraft if you guys haven't yet. Let me know your thoughts on the Cheval Grand card. Honestly, I think it's good for specifically leader long distance. And as long as you can get a stamina recovery skills, then I think you'll be fine with that specific Cheval Grand card. But also, let me know down in the comments what you think. I think and after the banner's done, that there's gonna be a story event. So in that story event, assuming it's, I don't know, I want to say it's around the time for the Sports Fest one. Oh man, hold on. I want to say it's around the same time they would release like the Sports Fest or like the cheerleader banner. But if not, it could be like the ballroom theme. Just like how we had the ballroom, Metro Arden, and Chiono last year. And then before that was... who was that before that? Was it the Saiyan Sky and Fuji Kaseki one? I think so. So we might be looking at a ballroom themed banner if they're gonna go along with that since it's been like that the past 2 years. And then the next one maybe, let me see, the next one after the ballroom could be hopefully the Twin Turbo one for Eugen. But yeah, let me know who you would like to see in a new alternate outfit. If it's the ballroom one, let me know down in the comments who of the two Umas, what two Umas you want to see in a ballroom outfit. Usually it's like one wearing like a suit and one wearing a dress. So put down your comments down below which Umas you want to see as a pair there. Other than that, I don't think that's pretty much it. But if you guys do want to talk about something else, leave it down in the comments. I'll most likely go over it and give you a reply if I do have one. But other than that, guys, if you guys haven't joined the circle, or you guys just haven't found one just yet, if you want to join the circle that I'm in along with some of the others who are in the comments section, just feel free and search for the circle name Shushu. Circle ID card should have been up on the screen this whole time as I was ending the video. Give that a search, click join, automatically approve, and you'll be in the circle. We do have 16 members from what I checked last time, so that leaves us with 14, a little less than half, pretty much halfway. So join while there's still space. But with that being said, guys, I do apologize for my nose being stuffy, like really stuffy this video. Probably we'll just have to end up taking some kind of medicine before recording just to solve the issue. faster, but I do apologize. But with that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.